Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this mid-month psychic tarot update for June 2024. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in this mid-month of June and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, sometimes your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there, so you might want to check that out. So, all that being said, now on to your June 2024 mid-month psychic tarot update. And I just want to step in here right before we start to let you know that if you're interested, my 2024 mid-year love and romance psychic tarot updates for each sign of the zodiac are available on Vimeo. Also, my mid-year psychic tarot updates for 2024 are also available on Vimeo. This is the midpoint of the year already, and lots of people want to know what's going to happen on the second half of the year. So if you're one of those people, you can click on one of the links down below in the description box, or you can go over to my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. You just select the videos series you're interested in, click on the zodiac sign you want, and that link will take you directly to that zodiac sign on Vimeo for that videos. Remember, when you purchase these videos on Vimeo, you help support this channel and help me to keep it going. So thank you so very much for all of your purchases of those videos. Now on to your reading. And I'm starting with the sign of Aries. So the first card you have, Aries, is the Tower. And this could be a fight, an argument, an end of a friendship, an end of a relationship, an end of an old paradigm, so a new paradigm can begin, an end of an old rulership, so an old rulership so a new rulership can begin. This could also be some natural disaster, earthquakes, fires, floods. This could also indicate an enlightening or awakening moment where you have get some new information or insight. I feel like some of you Aries, sun, moon, and rising sign people will be going through some kind of like emotional upheaval. And I feel like you're going to have to decide things, because some things are coming down around you. Like something's happening, and it's going to cause you to have to make decisions. For some of you, this could be involving your workplace, your job, your career, a business you own. It could also have to do with, some of you, it could be living arrangements or home related to your home. There's also divisiveness with people and people's agendas or secrets being exposed. And if that occurs for you with somebody in your life or somebody around you, or if it is your secrets or things getting exposed, it's going to cause kind of like chaos, or upsetment, or people being thrown off guard. Yeah, because my guides keep saying things that were kept hidden come to light. Some of you, this could even be family secrets or family deceptions or secrets or things of that nature coming out and getting exposed. So for some of you, it's not you, it's happening to people in your family or people around you. But for some of you, Aries, it could be about you and your secrets or things that need to come out. I get people being surprised, people being caught off guard. This, again, you could be surprised and caught off guard, but it could be other people around you that are, or a mixture. It could be a bunch, not just you. So the card you have with it is the Seven of Rods, and this is you shutting the door on negative energy or negative communications coming at you. It could also be taking the moral high ground in a situation. There's a lot of people that are going to want facts and information from you. Now, for some of you, this could be an event that happens out in the world or in a public sphere, and they may feel like you know the answers or you have good ideas or good suggestions. So you could have people like kind of freaking out and coming to you like, what should we do? It could be a family situation that happens, could be something out in the world, could have to do with secrets and things getting revealed and exposed. And then you have people that are going to be coming to you and either asking you to explain yourself or you to give answers and suggestions and solutions about what they should do or what you think, how the way you think things should roll and how things should be handled. I feel like this is going to really aggravate you, and I feel that you are going to be like, I can't stand it. You know, like, I don't want to, you know, like, I can't put up with this. Like, enough's enough. Like, you may tolerate it for a little bit, but, or maybe you won't at all, and you may shut it down right in the beginning, like, I'm not going to, you know, talk about it. I'm not going to give any answers. I'm not going to. So again, not to repeat myself, but my guides are flashing it to me. For some of you, this could be something that's happening out in the world and you're witnessing it on the world stage, and it would involve an Aries people, sun, moon, or rising, or it's happening in your personal life. Because I also feel there's, like, it comes up to me like people asking you questions. And I feel like you're going to, like, want to shut this down. You're going to be like, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to engage in this, or enough with the questions already, or, you know. If you have any information, there could be people coming to you, again, it could be out in the public, could be in your own personal life, that are coming and like they want answers. They want answers, and you may be like, that's enough. I'm not giving these answers. I'm not answering these questions. I'm not going to keep solving these problems. So some of you are going to experience that. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. You may want to go back and watch the psychic tarot readings that I do for June at the beginning of the month. Actually, I published them at the end of May. If you haven't watched the June readings yet, you may want to watch those, Aries. You may also want to watch what I said a year ago at this time, because some of you, your predictions that I said last year, mid-month of June of 2023, may be happening now in June of 2024 for some of you. So now on to the sign of Taurus. So the first card you have, Taurus, is Eight of Pentacles. And this is a card that symbolizes apprenticeship, learning a new craft, learning a new skill, starting a new job, starting a new business, paying attention to your work, craftsmanship, and attention to detail, and gaining financial gains from something you're looking at or working on. Some of you are building up something, and you're building up something better than it was before. So this could be your career. It could also be a business that you own. It could be a career that you have. It could also be in your environment or your stock portfolio or investments. But it definitely comes up as building up something better than it was before. So like you making improvements to something. I feel like you're going to generate more money in this second half of this year. Some of you are going to enter some kind of contest, and win. Now, I'm going to tell you right here, I don't really feel it's the lottery, but it could be some other type of contest where you could win money. I'm not saying you don't win money, but it's just not feeling like the lottery to me. And if you're trying to get any, go on any job interviews or ask for a promotion, but especially job interviews, my guides say you're a shoo-in. So you're going to get it. Like you're the perfect candidate, or the right time is coming up for you to get this either new job or a promotion. You're going to find that in mid-June or in the month of June, you have to be very precise in your calculations. So this could be to do with figuring out your budget or paying bills, or, I don't know, something to do with needing to be very detailed and precise in your calculations, especially in regard to money. This would be calculations regarding money. If you have a business or you're creating something, you're going to put a new spin on something you're doing, and it's going to bring you success. So if you have any products or services that you provide, or items you sell, or have your own business, or make videos, or whatever you do, you're going to put a new spin on it, and it's going to go well for the public's going to like it. So the next card you have in your reading is the King of Rods. And this is a fire sign person, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you, Taurus, if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is a fire sign. This could be somebody else in your life. This could be somebody that you may feel is very persnickety, difficult to deal with. They may be kind of fussy. Or like demanding, because I hear, I want what I want, and I want it now. So it could be a boss, it could be a spouse. This could also be somebody that is connected to you. Could be a family member or a love partner, or even somebody you work with, and they could be telling you they're not well. They're having some health issues. You may look at them like they're sarcastic. You may feel like they're a little bitter. So you may feel like they're sarcastic, they're bitter. You may suspect them of something too, like impropriety in some way, stealing money, or I don't know, chasing after coworkers, doing odd things with people, or pursuing people that they really morally or maybe even legally they shouldn't. I don't know, but I get you may be suspicious of them in their improprieties, in their behaviors. This could also be somebody that feels like they fought hard to get where they are, and now they have some kind of threat or danger or concern that it could slip away from them. So they may be worried about their job security, or maybe they fought really hard with their health to get where they are now, and now they feel like their health is failing or slipping away. So it could be their career that they're concerned about, or their health, or even in a relationship. Something they fought really hard to get where they are, and now they feel like there's a threat that this could decline. So I hope this reading was of help to you, Tauruses, and I hope it made sense. Now on to the sign of Gemini. Hi, Gemini. First card you have is the Ace of Pentacles. And this is the divine blessing of financial abundance and wealth. It could also be, blessings, emotions. Sometimes Pentacles means emotions, actually. I hear relief funds come in. So if you were like teetering on the brink of bankruptcy or having trouble paying any bills, or you needed a stipend from, you know, the government, or, you know, Social Security money, or an insurance payout, or any money that you like felt like you needed, you were waiting for it to come through, I feel like that's going to happen for you in this mid-month of June. Could even happen between the mid-month of June and the end of the month of July. Some of you Geminis will receive an inheritance. Same time frame. Mid-month of June to the end of July. That could even go out a little far as the first week of August for the inheritance. Some of you are creating something new that my guides are saying could have a broad band of influence, and this is going to bring you money. So if you have create a website, or you are on the airwaves, like on radio or internet radio, or making videos, I'm getting like, because I'm getting through the airwaves, you could generate some money and success now. Some of you have some kind of lucrative deal or opportunity that comes through for you in mid-June. Or, you know, these are general readings, so timing is different for all of you. It could happen later than June. If you play music or perform in any way, you could be the star of the show, or you could open for some other act. Also comes up here. That's weird. I don't think I've ever heard that message before, ever. But that's coming up for some of you Geminis, and it will pay well for you because this is financial abundance and blessings. So the card you have with it is the Moon, and this is secrecy and deception in romance. It could be secrecy by itself. It could be romance by itself. It could also be something is an illusion, so you have to be careful of illusions. This could indicate your psychic ability and intuition is getting heightened in this mid-month of June. It could also indicate dreams. Some of you, there were repercussions that came from something that someone said or did. So if there was any lawsuits, you may be getting a payout from a lawsuit. Some of you are starting to understand yourself better, and you could be undergoing some like deep psychoanalysis with a, you know, therapist, or it could also be if you want to delve in deep and see what your past lives are, you could be talking to somebody that does past life regression or hypnosis. Some of you that are in a love relationship, or it could be in some other way, it doesn't just have to be through a love relationship, but you may be worried that somebody is just blowing smoke up your skirt, telling you what you want to hear. So if you're with somebody, or, you know, I don't know, it just comes up like there could be somebody telling you things and you thinking, I don't know if this is honesty. You may feel like they're just telling me things I want to hear. Like I said, this could be happening in love. It could be happening in some other capacity. I feel like you need to work on your throat chakra. I feel like many of you Geminis, your throat chakra is blocked. So you may want to get Reiki, Reiki healing, or some other kind of healing modality, or something else that you come across that may be good for opening your throat chakra. You know, it's weird because I get some of you Geminis reaping the rewards of something. But I feel like you have trepidation about it, like you don't totally trust it. You feel like, What's the catch? So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Cancer. Hi, Cancer. The first card you have is the Page of Cups. And this is a water sign person, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you because it is a water sign. This could be a child to you. This could also be an adult that's immature or young at heart. You may get very inebriated in June or the mid-month of June or even in July. So if you drink, you may be drinking a lot, partying with friends or, you know, whatever. But I hear getting inebriated. You may attend parties. You may feel the desire to feel like you're fun, have fun, and show other people that you're fun. Some of you are going to be really studying or investigating or learning about something because my guides say you're delving into subjects that interest you. So it could mean you're taking a class, but not always. This could be just your own education, your own self-discovery, your own, you know, it could just be that. You may also find that you get pulled very strongly by the dynamics of someone you meet in June or July. And this could be like, you could be drawn to them like socially, like friendship-wise or intellectually, but it could be romantically. Because, you know, you can be drawn to people, like think they're really cool, really interesting, you know, or intriguing, but it can be for friendship, their mind, their intellect, but it could be chemistry, love and romance type of drawn. Some of you are going to find out that you're getting a raise or a promotion and a raise in June. Some of you that are feeling romantic may hold the door open or like show somebody that you're interested in them, romantically speaking, like doing some kind of romantic gesture and kind of like, let's see how that goes. Like, what's the response? You may make some romantic overture or gesture to somebody to see, you know, like, are they going to take the bait? Are they interested or are they not? So the card you have with it is the Magician, which is the card of the manifester. What you think about, you bring about. What's in the ethers and in the spiritual plane and in your mind, you can manifest into physical reality, and you have all the tools in front of you with which to do so. I feel that some of you Cancers may find that you're feeling more spiritual in June. You may want to be more spiritually active and grounded. Your permanent residence may change. Now, some of you, this could mean moving, but for others of you, you may want to build an addition or make home improvements or expand it in some way. You may also feel really tired of like little things in your environment and you want to get rid of them, like clutter, but it could also be other things like, you know, lots of paperwork or little, you know, like, oh, I'm saving this because I may need to use it in the future. And so you have a lot of like a little stuff like, oh, I'm saving these rubber bands and these screws and these pens and all this and that. And you may be like, I want to get rid of all this little stuff. This may be a month where you may really feel like it's important to uphold your honor. And therefore you may feel it's important for you to demonstrate your talents, your skills, your wisdom, and knowledge. because you could have a little bit of a competitive streak in you this month where you're like, I'm not going to get blown away by this competition over here or that competition over there. Like, I'm a force to be reckoned with. Get out of the way. Like, you may feel like that, Cancer. You may feel like, I can't, I'm not going to be left in the dust over here. You may be very... the competition, even if you're like, oh, I'm not competitive, that competitive gene that circles around somewhere inside of you could get highly activated in June. And I feel like anything that you create or do, or if you move, I feel like one of the things you're looking for is like strength and stability. Like permanence. I don't know if I want to say permanence, because I keep getting like a strong foundation, strength, and stability. I feel like those are some root interests that are brewing in you for the way you which is why you are reacting to things the way you are in this mid-month of June. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Leo. Hi, Leo. First card you have is the Eight of Swords, and this is feeling trapped in an emotional prison or trapped in a situation you can't see how to get out of. There could be unknown factors or secrets or just unknown things you don't know about. The only other sign that got this month was Pisces. So there were only 2 cards repeated out of the 12 signs this month, and this was one of them. So Pisces and Leo both got 8 of Swords. You may feel like you're very distracted, and it could discombobulate you, and it may throw you off, and you may feel like, I don't know what I'm doing. And you could be in quite a quandary where you are questioning so many things, like questioning everything. This could be a big questioning month for you. There's some element of like, do I dare take this step or make this decision? Because you've got like caution, warning bells, worriment, like about some decision you want to make. You may feel pressured, like everything's against me. You may feel like timing is not right. You may feel like you have too many bills or debts you have to pay, because I feel like there's pressures here. If it's not debts and bills, it could be and time, debts, bills, and time. It could be people and their agendas that could be affecting you. I feel like there's something that you need to do or that other people want you to do, but I feel, Leo, you just don't feel prepared to do it yet. You're like, I'm not prepared to make that step or make that decision. Because I feel like you could experience a lot of background noise in your mind. Also, if you're prone to hearing high frequency sounds like buzzing, high-pitched noise, frequencies that you pick up, like ringing in your ears. Some people call it ringing in your ears, but it can be other things like a whine, a whirring sound, a buzzing sound, a whistling sound. You could actually be experiencing that this month of June going into July, and you may be questioning, why is that happening? Is it medical? Is it spiritual? Is it technology causing it? You may be questioning it. You have the Two of Cups with this card. This is fate, destined, meant to be, preordained love relationship. It could be twin flames, soulmates. But remember, soulmate energy can also be of like one of your kids could be your soulmate. A best friend could be a soulmate. Soulmates isn't always love, but it could be a love relationship here. I feel that if you're partnered, you and your partner are deciding to take some kind of break from reality. you could either be breaking up, but I don't really feel like it's that, because I feel like you're putting your heads together about it and making the decision together to break away from something. So if you are in a couple, or whether this is, somebody else in your life, there's something that the two of you are involved in that I feel that you want to make a break from. Maybe you and your best friend work at a company and you're like, I don't like what's going on at this company. We're making a break from it and we're not going to work there anymore. But it could be like you and your significant other, maybe you own a business, or you rent a facility or a space, or you have some kind of lease, or maybe you own a house, but it could be something else that you're leasing or doing. And you guys may put your heads together and say, we're making a break from this. We're not going to do this anymore. I do feel that you and a partner, whatever the circumstances are, whether this is love, friendship, business, romance, yeah, it just keeps coming up to me like we're making this decision together and this is what we're deciding to do. Some of you, it can be moving. Some of you, a new romance could be blossoming here for some of you. And it could be very sweet and very unexpected. Some of you may even have somebody that you were in a relationship with before, that they return and come back into the picture, and you mend fences with each other and learn to patch things up and love each other again. So for some of you, Leos, a new love could come in, or a love from the past could return and you patch things up with them. There was a lot of information in here, Leo. I got a lot of messages. So listen to this again to see what makes sense to you. Because remember, they're general readings, so you kind of have to sift through and sort it out, because I'm not privately reading you here. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Virgo. And the first card you have, Virgo, is the Knight of Swords. And this is an air sign person, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is an air sign. The other sign that got this was, no other sign got this, sorry. It was a different night. Never mind. This is somebody I feel like you're going round and round with them about, like in discussions. It doesn't necessarily mean fighting, but I get going round and round with an air sign person. And I feel like you may be hearing from them like they want you to do something for them, or really, really what they want is you to change something that you're doing. They're kind of saying to you, you're obstinate, you're stubborn, you're not flexible. You may feel like this is somebody that always gets after you about stuff. So this could be a spouse, a significant other. It could be a boss. You may also, they may look at you like you're not one to take no for an answer. You drive a hard bargain. That's how they may look at you. I feel like there's a struggle here. I don't feel like it's a bad struggle. I don't feel like this is a horrible thing. But remember, my first message was going round and round and round with them. And I get that again. I feel like you're intertwined in some way, and that I feel like they're trying to push you to change or to do something they want you to do. They look at you like you're stubborn, inflexible, and you're not happy with how they, you feel like they're too oppositional to you. But the weird thing is like I'm seeing this thing in my head. It's like atoms or molecules, and that where you're, or planets like in orbit of each other, like you're caught in this like gyrating orbit with each other that circulates around and around. So I feel that there's a connection here because you're not coming from two polarized places. I know that's a weird description, but that's how it came up in my head. So the card you have with it is the Star, which is spiritual blessings, an answered wish or an answered prayer, the divine source, the spirit guides, the angelic realms, hearing your desires and prayers, or the universe and you getting those blessings. Some of you are going to, I'm hearing, digging new ground, breaking ground. Some of you may be building up building a home. Some of you may be building a business. You could be starting something from scratch because I'm hearing breaking ground. So, or if you have a place and you want to make an addition, you could be breaking ground to lay a new foundation, to build an expansion, but you could be breaking ground to build a new home. You could be breaking ground it could also be breaking ground in something you already do. And you could break new ground in new territory in like your career or something you are studying or learning about or investigating. I feel like things start to happen pretty fast for you. You may get a whoosh of activities where things start to happen kind of quickly. You may also be making yourself over. I'm not saying you need to do it, but I feel like you may be thinking like, I need a new look. I need a new persona. I need a new, so maybe you have really long hair and you're like, I got to cut it. I got to look completely different. Or, maybe you want to wear new styles, new clothes, anything that would be like altering your exterior and your physical body in some way. Some of you could, my guides say, could make love to somebody unexpectedly. So an old fling could pop up, or maybe you're, I don't know, it could be a coworker or suddenly a friend, and all of a sudden you're like, whoops, I don't know. It's, that could come up for some of you unexpectedly. Or with somebody you're already with, but somehow it may be like you're in an elevator, or, I don't know. Something unexpected could come up where you're doing that. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Libra. Hi, Libra. The first card you have is the Knight of Cups, and this is a water sign person. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you. If you have a rising sign or a moon sign, that is a water sign. Or if you're born on the cusp of Libra and Scorpio. The other sign that got this card is Sagittarius. You could be developing a friendship, or you could have a friendship with a water sign person that really could last. It could last a long time. And if this is a love partner to you or a friend, I feel like things are going smoothly for you in June and maybe even continuing on. Like you have a lot of commonality with them. There's like a sense of camaraderie, compatibility. You may be kind of like a mentor to them or a teacher to them, because I hear from my guides that Knight of Cups feels like they learn a lot from you. Now, that could mean you could be their teacher or professor or something else, but not always. It doesn't always mean that. I feel like your feelings run very deep for them. I feel like you have a strong bond with them, a strong, also strong communications. I feel like you like talking about everything. This feels like strong friendship, or it could be a relation to you that you're very, very close, that you feel like you're friends. Or at least in June, you feel like you're, in the mid-month of June, you feel like you're friends. But I do get this like strong bond and strong communication. They may feel like they need to proceed forward with their life, and you may be guiding them or helping them in like giving them suggestions, advice, long conversations. Now the card you have with it is Temperance, which is patience. So having to have patience, or you will be patient, or needing patience. This card could also symbolize alchemy, God working through you and what you're doing, thinking, creating, and saying. I feel like you need to be like you're being very guided, but also measured in your approach, and especially your dealings with the Knight of Cups. You may be asking them to spend time with you or to stay where you are. You could have some kind of interesting contract, agreement, and or negotiations with a water sign person. You may be wanting to improve your connection with them or smooth things over. You could ask them to come stay or live with you, or stay for a brief period of time with you. And you may start to embrace some kind of new type of lifestyle or lifestyle choices. You may be like thinking it over, mulling it over, and starting to embrace these changes and choices, but you may go about it slowly, not jump into it quickly. Some of you may have a bond that's forming with a water sign person this month or going into next. And if you do, you get connected through some kind of commonality, like some kind of club, group, or organization you belong to. Maybe you do online gaming and they're another gamer, or you go to some kind of church or other type of, doesn't have to be church, it could be something spiritual, or something, like I said, club, group, or organization that you both belong to, that you have a lot of commonality, similarities, and this could foster something here between the two of you. Could be a love relationship, could be a friendship, but some kind of bond gets strengthened between you and this Knight of Cups person. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense, Libra. Now on to the sign of Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. First card you have is Six of Pentacles, and this is giving generously, freely, and charitably to others. It could be receiving generosity and charity from others. It could also be the balance of give and take, or there could be financial success coming to you in the future. I feel that you're learning a lot about finances. Now, you may be taking classes, or you may be learning about like investments and stock brokering and or property or other things of value, or anything connected to do with the financial world, cryptocurrency, anything like that. You may be learning a lot about that in June. Actually, for you, that could be happening now and go all the way out until the end of November of 2024. Some of you could be trying to build like a financial empire. You may be looking over your assets and figuring out, and some of you are going to laugh and say, I don't even have money to pay my bills. I know that's out there, right? Okay, I get it. But some of you have money and some of you have assets that you may be looking at, okay, how can I make this money grow for me? Should I put it in a CD? Should I go into invest in stocks? Should I put it into like a business? Maybe a friend of yours owns a business and you could buy shares into the business, like be a silent partner and gain money from, you know, every year from the success of their business. I mean, there's lots of ways that you could invest your money, and you may be learning about it or thinking about ways where, you know, you can like some type of online business that you could create that would give you more income coming in and a little bit of a financial empire or a financial cushion. If you make anything or have any products or services to sell, any creations, products, or services to sell, you could get invited to like be part of a festival, be part of a craft fair, be part of a special event of some sort where you would be able to promote your, you know, your creations, your products, or your services, and you will do well from that. You would gain financial gains. You got another financial card here. Look, you got 10 of Pentacles. So this is, this could be a windfall of cash coming to you through family channels, like a gift of cash or an inheritance. You could be working with your partner to gain a lot of financial gain and build up strong financial foundation for your family. This could be winning money. Did I already say that? So you could win money. I don't know if I said that. I do feel like there's a buildup of money somewhere and you get a return on your investments, or something that maybe it was in a credit, like a credit union or some kind of pension or something, or money market fund, or it could be stocks or crypto, where, or property, because property is astronomical right now. If you look like what people paid for houses, you know, 5 years ago or 6 years ago or 7 years ago, and what they're selling for now, in many cases it's double or more than double. So you may be looking at certain things that you have and you're like, wow, these assets are, you know, doubling, tripling, building up. If you recently got married, you may have done very well at your wedding with people giving you a lot of cash for your wedding. Also, buying and selling property comes up here. You may consider buying like property that's not that great and improving it, upgrading it, either you doing the work yourself or you hiring contractors to do it, and then turning around and flipping it, or you may rent it, or you may live in it. Some of you may do it to live in it, but I feel like this is more on the lines of investments that could pay off for you. Some of you have a new love relationship that could start, and they may be financially well off, either from the family they were raised by. They may have been, you know, come from a well-to-do family, or they just do very well on their own with their own money and their own job and their, you know, they could, or their own business, and they could be financially well off. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. So the first card that you have, Libra also had it, is Knight of Cups. And this is a water sign person, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that's a water sign. Or if you're born on the cusp of Scorpio and Sagittarius. You may be feeling like, I want to find the fountain of youth, or I found the fountain of youth. And you may be very concerned about rejuvenation of cells in your body, or rejuvenation of your skin, or your outward appearance. And this may be where you make something happen for yourself. If you were thinking of getting any kind of physically altering surgeries, especially cosmetic procedures of any kind, this may be something that you decide to set up an appointment or go through with the appointments to make those things happen for you. There could be a water sign person in your life that you have conversations with in June or going into July that could feel draining to you. You could, emotionally draining. You could have some conversations like that with a water sign in June. This water sign person could be going through some difficulties. They could have a hard time coping with their situation, their reality, things that are going on in the world could be bothering them at this time. You could be helpful to them. You may help them do research, find things that could be like courses of study that they should take, or other things, doctors they should see, courses of study they should take, or directions they could go in. You may be, for some of you, you may be very guiding to the Knight of Cups. They may be telling you, like, this is where I'm at. They may feel stuck, or they don't want to make changes. You may look at this water sign person like they're putting in a lot of effort, they're trying hard, but you may feel like, I'm seeing the imagery of, spinning your wheels and not getting anywhere. Like a stationary bike, like somebody pedaling really hard on a stationary bike, but obviously they're not going to get anywhere because of that. So the card you have, because it's stationary, so the card you have with it is the Judgment card, and this is, what do we think about a situation? How do we feel about it? What's the word? What's the proclamation? How are things going to go down, and how will it affect everyone involved? Or you may be making some kind of announcement about something in June or going into July. I feel like a lot of things are happening, especially in your family. I feel that there are big family changes going on. There could be it could be a mixed bag, good and bad. Somebody in your family may need to be careful about drinking and driving. You may find out that somebody's moving. You may find out somebody had a problem with drinking and driving. You may find out that somebody's relationship or marriage isn't doing well, and they may be considering getting separated or divorced. So, but it could be positive things as well. But I'm getting like all these changes could be coming up in relation to family. You may feel like you want to be like the voice of reason. There could be things going on that you may feel like, I don't want this to happen, I want it to stop. Or you may feel like you want to fix something. You may feel like you have to step in and say your point of view, your perspective, your point of view. There could be lots of shifting and moving and changing around of living circumstances and situations, but I'm going to say it again, I feel like this is family related. Now, if you're like, well, I don't get along with my family, or I don't have it, well, it could be within, sometimes people create their own families, right? Like Friends could feel like family. So if that doesn't apply to you with blood relatives, this could be in a group of people that you consider family. So it could feel like a lot of upset or upheaval or things getting like chaotic, but then I feel like it's going to settle down. So it's almost like if you're cleaning your house and you kick up all this dust by dusting and moving things around and vacuuming and cleaning. And so there's a lot of dust in the air and things getting, things are in a state of chaos till you get everything put away, you get everything cleaned the way you like, and then the dust settles down. That's what I feel is happening for you. So it's like necessary, a necessary process, but it's to instigate change. It's to affect change in your life. That's necessary. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. Now on to the sign of Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. The first card you have is the Knight of Pentacles. And this is an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This could be you because it is an earth sign person, but it could be somebody else in your life. You could feel very emotional in June, going into July. And you may feel like you have to get things straight. You have to get things organized. You may feel like you need to get your ducks in a row. Now, this could be in your home environment. It could be at work. It could be all the way around in a bunch of different ways. You may also be listening very intently to things that are going on out in the world, things in the news, things to do with politics, things to do with the financial world. But you may also be listening very, very intently to things that are going on within family circles, like family members. You may feel very sentimental this month and kind of emotional. You may feel good because there could be events or circumstances or things that are happening that are bringing family or people you love and care about together. And this could make you feel sentimental, reminiscent of the past, emotional in a sentimental kind of way. It could be a month where you feel also like you need to strategize. You may feel like it could be about your budget, like if you have a household budget, or because maybe things are just costing too much. Your bills have gone up, food has gone up, gas has gone up, all these bills have gone up. And you may feel like I have to make adjustments to my budget or your spending. Maybe you're going to start thinking about getting rid of subscriptions to things, reoccurring payments that, maybe you're subscribed to things that require payment, but you're not really utilizing it, or, don't seem necessary to you now. So I see some of you Capricorns focusing on that. Now you have some of you, it's interesting to see why this is here. You've got the Four of Rods, and this is getting married, attending a wedding. You could be throwing the wedding yourself. It could be your wedding. It could also be a celebration or gathering you're attending. So some party, gathering, or celebration that you're attending. It could also indicate success in springtime. Some of you are starting to get great insights into family dynamics or some other types of dynamics that you're around. And this is going to be very helpful and useful to you. It could be happening at work, but it could be family, which is what comes up first. I do feel that some of you are going to attend some kind of lovely celebration. I don't know whether it's a wedding. It feels like it could be, but that's not what's coming up the strongest. It could be some other type of celebration. And I feel like you could be involved with like helping with it. You know, maybe it's somebody's having a christening, a baby shower, a retirement party, could be an engagement party. I really don't feel like it's a wedding, although it could be for some of you. But you could be involved in like helping decorate, or, you know, maybe you're going to make the cake, or you could be involved in, you know, paying for flowers or helping put up decorations. Like somehow you're helping or you're involved. You could be financially helping or actually helping with physical help of something that you're making, doing, creating. I feel like it's going to be a great time. I do feel like this is a lot of fun. It could be even spending time near water. So this party or gathering, whatever it is, could be at a lake, or it could be at a pool. It could be at the beach, although I don't really feel like that as much. But this could also be like a destination wedding, because you could be near water. Water could be there at this gathering. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. First card you have is the Fool. And this is starting out on a new path and a new journey with high hopes and high aspirations. But you have to have your wits about you and not have your head in the clouds, or you could fall off the cliff. So it is good because it's a new journey. You just need to be careful. Some of you feel like you're unfettered, or like you're free of something, like you're done with something. And you may feel very, very much like the adventurous spirit is getting driven up in you, and you could feel like you want to take some kind of, you know, take a new adventure. Because there's this whole sense of, I'm not going to let things hold me back or hold me down anymore. Now, you could be decluttering. This could be you just getting rid of a lot of things. Or maybe you have, it could be a job or a career. Or it could be certain aspects of your life that would feel constricting to you. Could even be a love relationship for some of you, where you feel like you're getting unburdened, releasing it, letting it go. You want to be free of it. And this may feel like Aquarians are going to take life seriously in a new and different direction. You could be like, you know what? I'm going in this new and different direction, and I'm serious about it. But I'm letting go of these things that have been letting go of the past. And now for some of you, this could be healing. You could be letting go of like the hurts or pains or wounds of people that hurt you, or situations that dragged you down. And so you could be going through healing. It could also be literal physical healing from illnesses or sicknesses or other things that bothered you, and you could have, you know, you could have healing from them now, and so that could be in your past. You could be releasing it. It's almost like you need to program your mind in a different way too. So whatever you were like, I have to do this way, and this is how I have to do it, like good old Saturn running your life there, like putting the taskmaster on it, you may suddenly become very Uranian and be like, bye Saturn, I'm not going to be trapped in this. I'm now going to go off in my new Uranian adventure. So the card you have with it is the Page of Pentacles. This is an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that's an earth sign. Which could be, did I already say Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign? Pages can be children. They can also be adults that are immature or young at heart. Or it could be a messenger and they'd be bringing in a message about money or emotions. There could be somebody in your life that is trying very hard to make something happen for themselves. They could be struggling to go on a new direction or a new path, kind of like you. So they could be connected to you. This could be one of your kids. So because you're going to go in a new direction or a new path or leave things behind, they're coming in tow because they're one of your kids, or it could be connected to you, maybe as a significant other. If it's not, a child to you, it could be your spouse or significant other, because you're going on this new journey, new direction, new path, letting go of the past, letting go of things that were like oppressive or felt heavy duty to you. So any moves or changes you make can be affecting this Page of Pentacles. Or this could just be their own separate thing on their own. You may feel like this person has a lot to learn. And you may feel like they ain't seen nothing yet. They may be like, they may think that they're wise or worldly or knowledgeable or whatever. And you may be like, oh man, you don't even know. You have more life to experience. I feel like they're trying to figure things out about their life. And they may be talking to you about it. Like, they may have some words to say that are like, I'm deciding I'm going to move, or I'm deciding I'm going to go in this new career direction, or I'm deciding I'm going to quit school, or I'm deciding I'm going to start school. Whatever it is, like, I feel like they're on I don't know what you'd call it, like a fork in a road. And they want to make some new decisions and choices, or they've got some things that have come up that are causing them to make new decisions and choices. And they're going to want to discuss it with you or tell you about it. Either they want your advice and they want to discuss it with you and you to help them out, figure it out, or they're telling you what they're up to and what they're going to be doing. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Don't forget, always watch your rising sign and your sun sign and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture. Because if this isn't making sense to you and this is your sun sign, watch your rising sign or watch your moon sign. So now on to the sign of, last but not least, Pisces. Hi Pisces, first card you have is 8 of Swords. And this is feeling trapped in an emotional prison or trapped in a situation you can't see how to get out of. There could be secrets or unknown factors here. The other sign that got this was Leo. You may feel unsure. You may feel like there's certain things that are going on around you out in the world or in your life that are causing you to have a lot of question or uncertainty, which I'm going to say to you right here, this theme has come up a lot right now in June for many of the signs. Very similar energy for few of the signs. You may be kind of worked up about a mystery. And the mystery may be involving what's the best course of action for you to take in regard to your future. And there are things that you may want to do and want to decide, but because there's too much uncertainty, it's making you feel stuck. You may even have some things that go on inside of you in your soul that feel like you want to express and you want them to come out, but you feel like restricted, like you shouldn't, or you have too much worry or worriment or trepidation or anxiety about it. You may feel like your life is like you're walking on a fence, like on the line of a fence. You're on some kind of precipice. And you're like, which way is the wind going to blow? And so which side of the fence do I land on? And the wind that can blow could have to do with politics, the economy, the financial markets, the real estate market. You may also feel like your world is too narrow right now. You may feel like I'm too restricted. It's not expansive enough. So there may be things that you want to do and you may feel like you can't do because of the economy or work or other things that could be restricting you. Because I do feel like you feel like your life is narrow right now. With it, you have the Hanged Man. This is being in limbo. Just like I said, walking on the precipice of a fence. You're not moving forward. You're not moving backward. You're in this state of suspended animation. And you have to draw from your own psychic ability and intuition at the time the Hanged Man shows up. So it can also mean you're waiting for something. I feel like in some ways you may feel like your life is at this point where you don't know which direction to turn. And you may be very questioning of how long do you have to wait and hang in this balance? Like hang in the balance of waiting. How long do I have to do that? I feel Pisces is like, when are the tides going to turn and make things clear? I keep getting it. In some way or some area of your life, Pisces, you may feel like your life is very stuck or stayed. This is not the time for you to make any big leaps, jumps, or important decisions. It's not in mid-June or maybe even till mid-July. I don't feel like it's a good time for you to make big decisions. I feel like next year at this time, your life's going to be a lot different, where things are going to be more open and flowing, and you'll have more of a clear picture of what choices to make, which directions to go in. It'll be more open and clear for you. But it may take, it could free up a lot sooner. February, March shows up here like it may be a time of some kind of clearing or turning point for you. But I also get this time next year, you seeming like you're not in this bind. You're not feeling like you're in limbo. You're not feeling so much like your life is narrow or trapped or stuck in some way, because the area of which you feel trapped or stuck in some way is going to be different for all of you. Some of you, it's your love life. Some of you, it's your career. Some of you, it could be your living situation. Some of you, it could be in multiple ways, Pisces. So whatever you feel stuck, stayed, limbo, this is going to change. But if you feel pressured about making big decisions, I just don't feel comfortable in saying, yeah, go for it in June or July. It may not be the time to do it. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. And please like this video if you liked it, and share it with others if you feel it was worth sharing. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube and Rumble. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, where I look at very specific topics using a variety of divination tools, Those most recently recorded links are posted down below in the description box in the Show More section underneath this video, or you can access them by going to my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. And there I have them. Each link is connected, each sign, each zodiac sign is connected to the exact link of that specific video. So if you ever have problems where you're like getting the wrong sign, which occasionally happens, people write me and say they got the wrong sign, which I'm not really sure how that happens because they're all labeled. But if you go to my website, each sign is linked to that exact zodiac sign. So you can always go to my website to avoid that trouble. But anyway, so the most recently recorded video series I have linked is my 2024 mid-year love and romance psychic tarot update for each sign of the zodiac. I recommend, if you can do so, to watch both your rising sign and your sun sign in my video series if you can afford to do so. But if you only want to get one sign, go by what usually resonates with you here on YouTube. Also, my mid-year psychic tarot update for 2024. Can you believe these are mid-year updates already? I feel like it was just, February when I broke my wrist. I mean, I'm like, can't believe I'm in June now. That's crazy to me. But mid-year psychic tarot update for each sign of the zodiac is available on Vimeo. Also, my 2024 financial psychic tarot readings are available, and that was done by request. I changed the format. I used to do career and finance, but ironically, in the financial readings, career was brought up quite a bit. So, but it's not the same format that I did before, and I did these by request. So I hope you'll decide to check those out. And don't forget my What's Lucky and New for You in 2024. Those predictions go out until the end of this year and the very beginning of 2025. Also, my psychic crystal readings for June are available, and they're a continuation of the psychic tarot readings that I do at the beginning of the month. And I look into every area of life I can think of to look in those videos. So you might want to check out those. And, by the way, these videos are not expensive. You can get, if you went to a well-known coffee place, you're going to pay more for that cup of coffee than you will for one of these videos, like the mid-year love and romance and the mid-year psychic tarot update for 2024. They're $4.40. You're going to get a half an hour of predictions and messages in those videos. The tarot, the crystal readings are $2.98. These are not expensive videos. So I hope you'll decide to check them out. Remember, when you purchase these videos, you help support this channel, because I do not, at this time, I am not sponsoring other people's products or services on my channel. I sponsor my own work. And if you would like to make a donation to this channel to help support the readings that I do here, I have a link down below under all the video series connected to PayPal. And I want to thank you so much to those of you who have been very kind and generous and donated to my channel. It helps me a lot, and it means a lot to me. So thank you so much for that. Also, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on a video format, you can follow me on my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram, and at the Lucky Mermaid on X, formerly known as Twitter. And I'm also on Rumble my channel name is the Lucky Mermaid LLC, all one word over there. My videos are also there. So I hope you'll check them out, because I write predictions. They're like 5 paragraphs long. Many people find these additional card pulls. I usually pull tarot cards or oracle cards. Sometimes I use the crystal, but not too much. But people find these messages resonate with them, and or parts of it do. So you could get more predictions and messages over there by checking out my social medias. I also post these messages and predictions on my community page on YouTube. So I hope you have absolutely wonderful energy that comes to you the rest of this month of June 2024. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.